Hello there. Welcome to the World Wide Web. I'm Will Cady with Source Audio, and we're here to talk about this thing. This is the Programmable EQ. A very, very useful little guy. First and foremost, this thing has got a compact cast aluminum housing, but most importantly, it is a programmable EQ, so it's got 4 savable presets. It's got 8 bands for you to choose from, starting at the lowest from 62 Hz, at the highest 8 kilohertz. So this is for you bass players out there. On top of that, it's got MIDI in functionality, so you can connect this to a multi-effects floor unit or rack unit, set the scenes with any one of your presets on those guys, and this thing will follow along with it. It's also got a very, very special output knob that has a variable LED that adjusts according to the boost. 12 decibels of boost is what you have there. So if you're at 12, then you get maximum brightness. If you're a little bit quieter, just kind of dims out a little bit. And my favorite thing on this is the auto scroll function, which is a tremolo sequencer-like effect. You're going to see what that's all about as we go over the clips. But first, we're going to go over the interface. As you can see, you have 18 decibels of cut or boost on every single band. But to make sure that you have this working for the frequency range of the bass guitar, you want to go into octave extension mode. To do that, you want to press the save and left button at the same time, and then select the band that says OE and give the main knob a little twist to turn it on. Now you're in bass mode. To edit your EQ settings, you can press the left and right button to select the band that you want, and the center knob to adjust the volume. Adjust the output of every preset by twisting the output knob. When you want to save a preset, press and hold the save button until you see the LED blinking. To move on to the next preset, hit the select button. Once you've stored all your presets and you want to pass in between them in a live show, you get the chance to do this hands off by pressing and holding the foot switch until the preset that you want comes up. You can adjust the speed at which this change happens by going into back page mode by pressing the save button and the left button at the same time and adjusting the SW parameter. To activate auto scroll, go into the AS band. That just turns on auto scroll. To adjust the speed of auto scroll, you're going to go back to that speed function in the back page mode. You have all the way from the bottom to the top of the display to select your speed. You want to choose something that's going to be at a reasonable tempo for the line you're trying to play. So that covers the interface. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to plug this pedal in and we're going to play it. Now the first clip that I'm going to do is going to be a little bit of a slap scoop, so you cut out the mids so you don't really hear all the junk of your hands hitting and slapping the bass. You're just going to hear the notes. In this setting, we're going to do a little bit of the opposite. We're going to raise the mids and some of the highs to kind of get a bright rock tone. Here we're going to boost the lows, not really cut the mids like we did with the scoop, and maybe get a little touch of the highs to add some clarity so we can get a good reggae tone. Here we're going to emulate the sound of an upright bass or motown bass, the electric bass with the foam underneath the strings. Going to have to mute a little bit on the fingers, but by boosting the lows, cutting the mids not as much as we did in the scoop, and shifting that dip a little bit into the highs, we're going to get that sound that you might be looking for if you're playing in a soul or motown band. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all those presets and we're going to set them to auto scroll so you can hear just what that sounds like. So now I'm gonna change the strings on my bass so we can hear how the EQ pedal sounds with a bass with a fresh set of strings on it. And the first clip I'm gonna do is also gonna show off the overdrive sounds. You can crank the output on this thing and get a distortion tone out of your amp. That's gonna vary from amp to amp or from system to system, but the cool thing about it is that it occupies a space of distortion that neither our multi-wave or our classic really get to. So if you're looking to complete your Source Audio distortion arsenal, you gotta get the EQ pedal for that reason. Now I'm gonna mess around with the auto scroll on my fresh set of strings. So that covers it. That is the Source Audio Programmable EQ pedal. You can find out more about it at sourceaudio.net. Try it in the store near you or get it online.